Okay, let's let them all in. Let's see. Hi everyone, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, so let me just check who we've got. We've got Amir. We've got Ryan, isn't it? Let me change all your names back again for you. We've got Ralph. Okay. Amir. Hi Amir, good morning. We've got Jasper. Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Really good. So you got Jasper and Stephanie. It's not Stephanie, it is. I'm not sure. Can you remind me who it is that it's got Stephanie as your name? Leo. Right, I thought so. Let me change that. Stephanie is not Stephanie, it's Leo. All right, how is everyone this morning? Good. Yeah, we got thumbs up from Ryan and from Amir. Good to see. Oh, Leo's Wi-Fi is not good this morning.
Neither is mine. So we're all in it together, Leo.
All right. Well, we're just waiting on a couple more people, and then hopefully we'll be able to start soon. Everyone have a good day yesterday, yeah?
Did anybody use a bit more of the SketchUp? Obviously, that was bad English. Did anybody explore more on SketchUp?
Yeah, I could show you it now.
Oh yes, please.
If you want to. Wow. Is that like a house you've designed?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Very architectural.
Very architectural.
Did you have fun with it then?
Yeah, I was just testing it out as well, just to see how it works.
Yeah, great.
That's really good.
Materials as well, and how they're different. Like the fences are all different depending on what they're used for. That's great.
Wow, I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Emma,
Yeah?
now I'm signed into the normal SketchUp, except I still have problems with the textures. At the moment, I'm not sure, but none of the textures are loading up. But just in general, whenever I do a texture like water, then it just does the main base color instead of the actual color the texture is meant to have.
So when you're on SketchUp, which version are you using? The online one or a downloaded one?
The online one.
When you go onto the paint bucket thing, are you making sure that it's on browse rather than just going straight?
Wait, let me flip my screen.
Yeah, please.
So when I go into then none of the textures are loading up. But yesterday they were working fine. But for some reason none of them were loading up. So I just have a few.
Okay, it might just be an internet issue maybe. I'm not really sure. It's not a big deal, don't worry. We're not going to be focusing too much on colours and textures today. We're doing some other stuff. So don't worry about it too much. If you can get textures, if they do load at some point, by all means use them. But if not, don't stress too much about it.
Suggest was before we get started and you lose any work is to maybe reload SketchUp. So if you were to close that tab and then re-put it into your browser so that it sort of starts it again, maybe. There could just be a glitch. I'll check if mine is working actually. I'm also on the online version.
Okay. So how is everyone else? How are you, Jasper? Have you been doing any more SketchUp stuff?
I've really just been experimenting. I haven't really done like a complete thing.
Yeah, that's great. It's good to hear that you guys are all having a play around.
It just means that you're trying it. For those of you that had the issues with the units yesterday, so your measurements were all in feet, inches and yards rather than meters. So I'm just going to share my screen really quickly so you can see how to change that. I had a little play around with it last night. Okay, so just move that. So down this right hand side panel, which this is on the online one, which I'm guessing most of you are on. If you go, oh, not that one, to model info, and then where's this one? Maybe it's not this one. Oh, watch it not even be this one now. No, it was the bottom one. Yeah, it is model info, and mine is just not scrolling down for reasons that I'm not sure of. Anyway, if you can see that, and you can see the model info bit at the bottom. Okay, this is not working out well. There, so yeah, model info, which is the second to bottom one. You want to change the format here to the bottom right one, which is 0.0 meters, just says 0.0 m, and that should change all of these as well. And you just want to keep it on the one that it's on. Keep length, snapping, ticks, and just leave the snap interval, but you just want to make sure that the format is changed from the inches down to meters in the bottom right corner. If anybody had that issue on your own.
If anyone is still having a problem, just raise your hand and let us know if you can't change the measurements. But otherwise, that should all be fine.
I can't change my measurements for some reason.
You're on the web one, aren't you, still, Amir?
Yes.
So do you have that panel down the right hand side?
Yeah, measurements.
Yeah, if you go,
Show them.
oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So that this icon down here, if you hover over it, it says model info. You want to click on that, and I'd maybe click on the solid inspector as well, just because my
Model info.
Yeah, it didn't come up before for me until I had the one underneath clicked as well. But if you go on model info, and then that will bring up the length units.
Okay, we've got another person joining now as well.
Just let us know if you've managed to do it. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now.
Okay. Is that Cortha? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry? Cortha? Yeah? Hello? Well, good morning anyway. Welcome.
Good morning.
I think we're missing
It's missing two, I think.
missing a couple of people, but I don't want to get too far behind, so I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes and then start the workshop for the day. So has everyone definitely got their SketchUp online working, the measurements right, things like that? If you haven't, just raise your hand and we'll help you out as much as we can. Oh,
Hello.
hi, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we're so should we start?
Yeah, okay. So guys, I am going to start the presentation for now, and if more people come in, that's all right. We will just welcome them in as they come. Okay. So it's going to start screen sharing. Can everyone see the presentation? Thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah, thumbs up. Great, that's really good. All right. So again, welcome to the second day of the Archimate October Camp. And I think everyone's familiar with the Zoom functions. I don't think I need to go over this again. You should all be all right with it, the chat and the share screen and things like that. You seemed all right with it yesterday. And remember to like at the end when we tell you to take a screenshot of your drawing, just upload it to us. That's how you print screen if you can't remember. And also remember to leave your feedback at the end of the session. I think some of you have done that. Just make sure the email that you guys got about the workshop, that has the link in for feedback. It'd be really great to hear what you guys think about the workshops. And you just click on that button when you follow the link to give feedback. Okay, so let's get going. Google SketchUp again, it's what we're doing today, obviously. So we talked about yesterday what SketchUp is and how we use it, the kind of different things you can put in with shapes and objects and colors. And we went through kind of some of the basic functions that we have. So walking around or like orbiting so that you can view models. We've been over this, so everyone has managed to get onto SketchUp, I think, now. And everyone is in meters, we've been over that. So today's tasks, we've got 2 tasks again, same as we have every day. The first one is going to be to remove sections of the cube. I think some of you will be like totally comfortable with that already, because I think a lot of you in your own time have explored that, but I'm going to teach you guys an extra little trick that you might not know. You might, but you might not. So how to offset things to get like a perfectly central gap in the middle. And then we're also going to teach you how to copy the cubes, and we want you to do a design task where you try and design something using only the cubes. So kind of a little bit like Lego, but on SketchUp. So that could be really cool. And we're also going to teach you how to walk in the model if you don't know how to do that already. So first task, removing from the cube. Is everyone ready for the first task? Thumbs up. Yes, amazing. Right, so this is kind of what we want you to aim for, which is a little gap in the middle of the cube. I think you'll be pretty comfortable with this. Let me just check. Chat. Amir still can't change the measurements. That's all right. We'll go through that with you.
We'll start that out.
Right.
It's too crucial if you can't get it into meters, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to teach you some new tools. So how to offset, how to delete things, and how to copy and paste things. So the first step is that you're going to draw any kind of shape that you want inside the face of one of your cubes. And then you're going to, after that, you're going to select or highlight the internal area. So can everyone see that it's that internal one you want to select? And then we're just going to delete it by either pressing the backspace button, or you can use the eraser tool on SketchUp. But I think there are sometimes issues with the eraser tool. So if you can use the backspace, it's probably better that way. And then that's it. You've created an opening in your cube. But if you're kind of beyond that, which I think some of you might be, we're going to use the offset tool as well, which is this tool here. I'll show you where it is in SketchUp when I share my screen with you. And all you're going to do is select that offset tool to create an opening that's perfectly in the middle. Okay. Or so you could do one offset, or you could do multiple offsets to create a more interesting pattern, and then select whichever kind of areas you want to delete to create more interesting gaps in your cube. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you guys now. So try to follow along with it. If anything isn't clear, just let me know. So let me do that now. All right. Can everyone see the SketchUp screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up. That is fantastic. So I'm going to go on to create a new one. You guys can open your work from yesterday if you want to, or you can start a new one. It's totally up to you. But if you are starting a new one, try and make sure you click on the simple template meters. So that way you don't have to change the measurements later. So here we are in SketchUp, same as yesterday. You guys should all be so pro at this already. We're just going to make a 1 by 1 meter cube. Then we're going to use push and pull to pull it up, same as yesterday. So you can either just make any shape you like in the middle, like this, you know, whatever shape you like, select it like that, press backspace, and you create an opening in the cube. You guys will be fine with that, I'm sure. If you want to do something more interesting, I'll show you where the offset tool is now. It is where the push and pull tool is. Can you see that, everyone?
Amir said, wait a second.
Oh, Amir.
Okay.
What's he saying?
He managed to do the meters.
Oh, okay, that is great. You did the meters.
That's great.
That is fantastic. You'll be able to do that in a second then. So where the push and pull tool is, here, what I want you to do is hold that down and you come up with these 3 options, okay? And the option I want you to select is this bottom one, which is offset. Yeah, you can see it says offset if I hover over it. So you just click on that and then you go over to the cube and it should highlight one of the faces for you. And all you have to do is click and then you can drag where you want the offset to go to, or you can type in a measurement. If you watch me, I'm typing in 0.2 and then I click enter and it creates that offset. So I could either delete this or I could keep making more offsets. So I could choose either this edge and take it in like that, or I could choose one of the middle ones, take it in like this. And then you can choose to delete whichever of these you like. So like this one and this one, and it just creates a more like interesting pattern. But you notice how it's all even in the middle and it's all an equal distance from the edge. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Yeah, nodding heads. Fantastic. So you should all be able to do that. If you finish, then feel free to add color, texture, whatever, have a play around, do openings on different sides of the cubes. You can do more than one cube if you want, but we're going to go into breakout rooms now. So make sure that you accept the breakout room and then you go into it, and Lucy and I will take you through it. All right, let me just do this now. Does anyone have any questions for Lucy at all?
Are we all okay? I'm seeing nothing, so I'm guessing silence is a good thing here. Okay. Great. Getting a thumbs up. We're all happy. For the ones of you that were slightly later, did you manage to do any more things on SketchUp last night or yesterday afternoon?
Yes.
Great. That's really good. It's really good to hear that you're all exploring and trying to use it a bit more than what we're teaching in class. That's really good.
Okay, guys, I will put you into the breakout rooms now. So let's get started and make sure you accept it, okay? Okay. Oh, Lucy. Yeah, okay. It always automatically mutes everyone after breakout rooms. I don't know how to stop it doing that, but anyway. Right. So did everyone get on all right with that task?
Yeah, I think my group were okay with that.
Fantastic. Right. So that's the first task done. What we're going to do now is we're going to have like a little bit of a break. This is like a new thing we're introducing, which is called Brain Gym, which be great if you could all put your cameras on so it's not just me and Lucy, but don't feel like you have to. But it's just like a couple of little physical exercises so that you guys aren't like.
Thanks, guys, for turning your cameras on. That's really helpful. Otherwise, it would just be me and Emma, and we'd look a bit silly.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly.
So what it is it's just like little actions to do with your hands and stuff. Keep your blood going and your brain working, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that in just a second. Right, let's do that now. So the first thing we're going to do is everyone just touch each of your fingers with your thumb and see how fast you can go. It's like try and go really, really fast and see if you can still get every single finger. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is a bit more difficult than you think sometimes. It looks easy, but
You have to really think about it sometimes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, get that going as fast as possible.
Right, so that's the first one. Next thing we're going to do, I want you to put your left hand out in front of you like this, and your right hand out in front of you like this. And then you're going to cross them over, lock your fingers together, and then twist them like this. Yeah, that's great. And now I want you to try and touch your nose.
Oh dear. Than it should be.
Yeah, they are like harder than they look like they should be. That's great though. Okay, one more time with that one. So left hand, right hand, cross them, twist, and then touch your nose.
Oh dear.
There we go. Really good, guys. Okay, next thing. You're gonna put your right hand in front of you and just make a figure of 8 and follow it with your eyes. Okay. Yeah, everyone is doing that. That is great. And now you're going to switch to your left hand. Yeah, that's good. And now I want you to do both hands at once in the same direction. Okay. Figure of 8. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, we got figure of 8s going. That's great. And now I want you to try and do opposite directions. Okay. So like that. 2 figure of 8s in opposite directions. Yeah. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. Now I just want you to we're going to do a little bit of a stretch. So take your right hand and just cross it over and stretch it with your other hand. There we go. Good job, everyone. Feel the little stretch. And then switch. So left hand over you, right hand up, and feel a little bit of a stretch. Okay. And then we're just going to go back to the first thing. Try and do that again. See how fast you can go.
If you if you start with like this, and then on the next one and the next one, if you start really nice and slow, you just want to connect your thumb to each of your fingers like that. Yes, perfect.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so hopefully everyone's feeling nice and awake. Got blood flowing around you. Feeling ready for the next task. So there we are. That's the break. All nice and done. I hope everyone enjoyed those weird activities. All right. So on to